What is God's name in the Bible? It's a question that might seem simple at first, but as we dive into the scriptures, we uncover layers of depth and meaning. A name matters. It's not just a label. In ancient cultures, a name described character, nature, and authority. When God reveals his name, it's about how he relates to us and who he is in his essence. Let's explore some key names of God. First, we have Elohim, found right in Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God, Elohim, created the heavens and the earth. This name emphasizes God's power and sovereignty as the creator. It's one of the most frequently used names in the Old Testament. Then there's YHWH, or Yahweh, often considered the most personal name of God. When God spoke to Moses from the burning bush, he declared, "I am who I am." This name signifies his eternal existence, self-existent and unchanging. It appears over 6,000 times in the Old Testament, often translated as Lord in all capitals. Another important name is Adonai, meaning my Lord. Out of reverence, the Jewish people often use Adonai in place of YHWH, reflecting the sacredness of God's name. We also encounter compound names like El Shaddai, which means God Almighty, highlighting his all-sufficiency and power. El Elyon, or God Most High, speaks of his supremacy. Each of these names reveals different facets of who God is. God's names are not just for identification, they signify relationship and covenant. When he called himself, "I am who I am," he was revealing his faithfulness and commitment to his people. His name is intertwined with identity, promise, and deliverance. Now, you might wonder why the pronunciation of YHWH is uncertain. Hebrew was originally written without vowels, and over time, many Jews chose not to pronounce it aloud, opting for substitutes like Adonai. The name Jehovah arose later by combining the consonants of YHWH with the vowels of Adonai, but many scholars believe Yahweh is closer to the original sound. So what does this mean for us today? God's name shows us he is not distant, he is present and active in our lives. When we call him by name, we engage with who he truly is. Names like Yahweh Shalom, the Lord of Peace, and Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides, offer us encouragement in our trials. When we say God, we use a title, but when we say Yahweh or Adonai, we step into a living relationship with the God who reveals himself, full of promise, salvation, and peace.